Right, I wasn't necessarily planning on filming this. My head's been up my arse the last couple of months and haven't really turned the camera on, but I'm still cooking. Yeah, and we've been having these Aldi Euros things, gyros, if you like, from the frozen section. They're pretty good. I'll chuck a picture up. But they're kind of expensive, and now the weather is coming back here in Scotland. We're getting the occasional dry day. Doing my own. Yeah, so I was going to do that today. Wasn't going to bother filming it because it's not too interesting, but I'm doing chicken and pork. So I've got like 900 odd grams chicken thigh, same of pork shoulder that I've cut down. I didn't bother filming it. I've just done a marinade, I'll chuck the recipe for the marinade I use, certainly for the chicken, in the description. I'm going to pause this. And for the pork, I am using this stuff. I'm going to be honest with you, it's okay. I think I've mentioned it before. It's not great. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I was using it up a bit. But pork shoulder, got that at Aldi as well. So this whole thing is going to be about 10 quid's worth of meat. And I'm sorry, I know America and Canada, I know shit's expensive right now, but we can get this here. Yeah, but the shoulder, it was a rolled shoulder, so I was left with the skin. And I just thought, I've had a look. I've never seen anybody try to make crackling on the kettle like the way we have it in the UK, so not actually still attached to the joint, if you like. So I'm going to thread this on here, what I've always thought looks a bit like a fencing foil. And yeah, that's where I got the name for, well, probably not frankly, the video name, because YouTube might not like it, but I was sticking to the thumbnail anyway. But yes, let's commence the pork sword experiment. Right, this is horrific to try and cut through, which I thought it might be, but, Stanley knife, box cut or whatever. Just kind of takes me back to my old West of Scotland roots a wee bit. It doesn't really, it's all shite, that stuff all ended years ago. Right, okay, and I was always a good boy. Right, okay, cool. This has been dry brine, by the way. I normally use salt, but I'm not going to use manky hand. There we go, clean hand. I love this stuff. The white pepper, slap your mama seasoning. It's great. It's quite salty, wee bit of heat. It's lovely. That's been sitting in the fridge for 8 hours something. So I'm hoping this works. Right, even with the spikes here, that was pretty tricky. Probably easier if you can cut almost like little pilot holes or something with a knife. Still don't know if it's going to work. I'm going to build the rest of the kebab now, chuck it on. Yeah, I'll come back in a bit. Right, that's the pork done, and incidentally, this is the first proper beer I've had in friggin' months. We're still off not on keto, we're off carb though. Yeah, getting really sick of it, but hey, gonna give it another month or so and then start eating real food again. Right, got there eventually. So we've got the skin down this end, which is the only thing I'm really bothered about for the video. I really don't know if I've got too much pork covering, if it's going to crisp up. Fucking no, whatever. This is the pork shoulder here in one marinade. That's the chicken thigh there in my kind of box standard kebab shop one. And I'd normally shove an onion in either end to help keep it together, but the pork skin's kind of doing that, so I haven't bothered. Yeah, going to get charcoal going, and let's get this meat spinning. And I am using this stuff. This is Big K Lumpwood restaurant grade charcoal. It's currently 25 quid for 15 kilos at a Morrison's supermarket in the UK. Probably get it cheaper online, but at least this way you're not going to get something that's been treated like a football. You can have a feel around, it's not all full of powder. And yeah, it's pretty good stuff. Fire! Yeah, I've had to move the kettle because we've got a blackbird nest right over where I normally grill, and they've just hatched today. Don't know if you can hear them, but they're in there. Yeah, they're getting fed. Right, okay, the heat that's coming off this is pretty crazy. I am going to turn this on. Have I turned it on at the wall? I have not. Good. No, I hadn't. I just hadn't reset the circuit breaker. Yeah, so I'm going to let this go for a wee bit. Going to be probably an hour. I don't know. Hope, anyway. Might chuck some more charcoal on, and we'll see what we get. Aye, and obviously I'm cooking it lid on, and I've really only just barely opened up the grates at the bottom. I think that'll probably do us. That'll be right. since I'm apparently doing a video, I might as well actually do a video. Yeah, so this is just the dough. For some of you who saw the it's very, very, very low carb kind of pizza dough, bread dough, whatever video I did. I've been playing with it a bit, more or less the same. You chuck everything in, treat it like bread. You don't need to go through all the stages that the people online say. It really does come up pretty well. I've doubled the amount of oat fibre, so that goes from I think 16 to a whopping about 30. You get really good rise. And yeah, after the first proof, I froze this lot, and I'm just going to see what happens if I dry fry it. I'm looking for some kind of pita bread dish. It's probably not going to happen, but who knows. I should probably be filming this, but it's kind of tricky with the tripod. I'm just pulling it. I think we're going to get quite a bit of spring back. I find that when I'm making pizzas as well. That's why the pizza screen is so good, because you can kind of tack it down onto that. Yeah, well, that's not bad. It's kind of just about giving you something that's a sort of vaguely carby element. So yeah, I'll fry this off. Let's see what happens. Right, I'm not a big fan of non-stick pans, but got a new Tefal 1. It's been okay. Sorry about the manky 1980s oven here. Funny thing here, it's a gas hob that's kind of built into the work surface, and because it's got a hood fitted, legally, given the height of the hood and stuff, we cannot get a new one installed. And I can do it myself. It's, very, very easy. But if anything did go wrong with it, yeah, your insurance is invalidated, which kind of sucks. So that's why we've got this at the moment. Okay, this is getting rather warm. I'm going to get this on, I guess, on medium heat. See what happens. Back in a minute. It's just occurred to me, just after watching the video the Root Boy Cooks put out yesterday, I am sorely tempted to kind of season it up. That's dirty, sorry. But I don't even know how this is going to act right now, so I'm not going to. I flipped that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not thrilled with it, but we'll see how it goes. It'll work. It'll be edible, certainly. Maybe I've got another one to do, obviously. I'll maybe roll that thinner. I don't know. Okay, so I've just turned it over again. Not bad. Still a wee bit doughy, so a few minutes. It's probably 3 minutes each side. It'll be fine. Right, just doing a wee bit of salad with this. Normal dressing I do is pretty much just salad cream, Dijon, or this is Prima Polish stuff. It is excellent. And just some vinegar. I'm just using that again because I've got it here. See, thing is though, salad cream, it occurs to me, it's a very kind of British thing. I don't know. It's not quite mayo. It's sharper than mayo, similar consistency. Almost the way some of the Japanese or like Korean mayonnaises you get are kind of heavy with egg yolk. Same kind of deal. Bit more yogurt. Yogurt? Where the fuck did that come from? I don't know. Yeah, vinegar. Okay, cool. I just leave that in. Who cares? Okay, cool. So this isn't particularly interesting, but I don't know. Bit of spoon of that. Decent slug of that. That's probably about 2 tablespoons, and maybe a tablespoon of the vinegar, I guess. Maybe a wee bit more, a wee bit heavy. And that'll do. That'll work. Right, well, that's been about an hour. It was way too hot to film over this earlier in the show. I'd put in a wee foil tray for a drip pan, but we've got what looks like crackling. I'm going to pull this off, go and carve this, we'll eat, and then I'll let that set up and see if this has worked. Right, that's been resting for like, I don't know, 5 minutes maybe. Probably needs a bit longer, but frankly this is taking longer than it should because I decided to film. So I'm just going to carve a wee bit of this off. We're going to eat, and then we'll come back. We are, yeah, I think we're okay. I might need to give it a little bit longer in the middle, but I could probe it. I won't. But hey, we'll see. Nah, it's fine. I mean, that's the chicken right down almost to the skewer, and getting there with the pork. The pork's difficult to carve. I should have probably hammered it out, even though I couldn't bother, but that's okay. Yep, but it's certainly cooked, so this has kind of worked, and then we're going to get to the crackling, which does have a decent sound to it. Right, there you go. There's your money shot for the kebab. That's really good. Using this stuff is excellent. Hard to get these days. Aldi carry it sometimes in the UK. Otherwise, look for, just Google it. Basically, I get it from a butcher supplier, and they sell it in like cases of 6. But yeah, this is great. Just to be clear, he's not sitting begging at the table or anything. There you go, buddy. Aye, okay, so that's, we've eaten, my dear other half has just fallen asleep. It was a lot of food. And yeah, this is just shy of 900 grams left. Obviously, you lose maybe a third of the weight when you're doing this to fluids and so on. Some of the pork looks a wee bit rosy here. It's fine. Some of this we're going to keep. The rest's going to get portioned up frozen, going to go elsewhere. And certainly by the time it gets reheated, it's fine. But no, really good. But the whole thing was about this. So I'm going to take this off the skewer and let's see if we can get something vaguely resembling crackling. Aye, okay, so it's more or less what I'd expect. I mean, I think concertinaing it like that was probably a mistake. Well, it wasn't a mistake as such. I just thought, fuck it, put it on, you know. And it's like if you're filming, it slows everything down. This side, well, not bad. Could have done more. This, absolutely not. That is still not cooked. That's obviously, this is the side that was at the meat, or next to the meat. Let's just have a wee look. Nah, I mean, that fat could do with rendering a wee bit more. It's not bad though. Excuse me. Yeah, it's tasty enough. I don't know. This was just an idea of, you know, normally I wouldn't throw that away anyway if I'm doing this, but it's a bit of a pain. You take it off, you brine it, or you take it off, you freeze it, you brine it, you do it. And I was just wondering, can I do it all in one? Or yes, but also no. I'll maybe play around with it in the future. Probably won't bother showing you. Yeah, it's alright. Okay, I'll do it for now. Right, I'm still munching away here. I keep reshooting this, but basically this is what we had last night. It's the following day here. It's come up pretty well. I chucked it back into the, I want to say oven, but it's an air fryer really. At 200, it's taken about half an hour. The bit that I'd cooked more, I took that out after 10 minutes, cut it down. But this is good. I was really just trying to do something with the skin that I wouldn't, you know, you'd normally have to cook it separately. I was thinking, can I do it all in one? Not really. You're probably still going to have to do the oven, but yeah, it's tasty enough anyway. All right, cheers.